number of rivers at 1,156. Israeli forces carry out large-scale attacks across Syria. Mohammed al-Bashir officially appointed caretaker Prime Minister of the transitional Syrian government. And Bangladesh now batting against West Indies in the second ODI of three-match series in St. Kitts. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to News at 10 on BTV. I am Roya Zabin. You have just heard the headlines. Now news in details. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammed Yunus urged women to come forward to fulfill the dream of building a new Bangladesh. The Chief Advisor made the call at a women's rally titled Daughters of July, We Will Not Let You Disappear at Osmani Memorial Auditorium in the capital today. The Women's and Children's Affairs Ministry and the Social Welfare Ministry jointly organized the Women's Rally on the occasion of World Human Rights Day and the International Women's Day for the prevention of violence against women. The Chief Advisor said that the new generation of women will create an exemplary history in front of the world because they have the potential. He said that the strength shown by the girls of Bangladesh was not achieved by the girls of other countries. Professor Yunus said that all the girls in Bangladesh should come to the streets. A day should be fixed, and that could be December 10.
তোমরা এই বাংলাদেশকে আজকে যে পর্যায়ে নিয়ে গেছো যেটা ঐতিহাসিক ঘটনা এই ঐতিহাসিক ঘটনা যারা নায়িকা তাদের জন্য একটা জোরে হাততালি দিই আসলে বাংলাদেশে যেটা হয়ে গেল এটার নজির পৃথিবীতে খুঁজে পাওয়া যাবে না বহু অভ্যুত্থান হয়েছে বহু রকমের হয়েছে কিন্তু এইটা একেবারে সম্পূর্ণ ভিন্ন রকমের এবং তোমাদের নিজেদের হাতে গড়া একটা জিনিস 5ই আগস্টের আগের বাংলাদেশ এটা আর নাই এটা একটা নতুন বাংলাদেশ যেটা তোমরা বারে বারে বলছো মানুষ শুনছে কিনা জানি না কিন্তু এইটাই হলো বাস্তব এই নতুন বাংলাদেশ আমরা গড়বই এটা হলো আমাদের শপথ এরকম করা যায় না সারা বছরের মধ্যে একটা দিন নির্দিষ্ট করা সারা বাংলাদেশের যত মেয়ে আছে সব রাস্তায় নামবে কিচ্ছু বলতে হবে না বক্তৃতা করতে হবে না শুধু রাস্তায় নামলে হয়ে যাবে শুধু রাস্তায় নাম আর কিছু না কিন্তু এটা নিশ্চিত করতে হবে ওই দিন এতটার সময় আমরা ওইখানে উপস্থিত হব সবাই ঘরের বাইরের যত বুড়া বুড়ি যত মহিলা আছে বাংলাদেশের সব রাস্তায় থাকবে দেখবে বাংলাদেশ সোজা হয়ে গেছে বাংলাদেশ আর টেরা করতে পারবে না যেটাই তোমরা ঠিক করো 10 ডিসেম্বর ঠিক করছো 10 ডিসেম্বরে হবে সেটাই
Women and Children Affairs Advisor Sharmin S. Murshid presided over the function, while Senior Secretary of the Ministry Mumtaz Ahmed and the girls who led the July-August uprising spoke among others. The committee formed to review applications of the government officers deprived of promotion during the ousted regime submitted its report to Chief Advisor Professor Mohammed Yunus. Committee head Zakir Ahmed Khan, along with other committee members, presented the report with necessary recommendations to the Chief Advisor at the State Guest House Jamuna today. On September 16 last, the government formed a 5-member committee with former Finance Secretary Zakir Ahmed Khan as the convener to review the applications of both incumbent and retired officers who were deprived of promotion in their services in various ways during 2009 to August 4, 2024 under the Ministry of Public Administration. The committee was asked to provide necessary recommendations to this end. The Chief Advisor thanked the committee members for submitting the report to him before the 90-day time frame. Chief Advisor's Principal Secretary Shirajuddin Miya was present on the occasion. A total of 88 cases were filed and 70 people were arrested in minority-related incidents from August 5 to October 22. Chief Advisor's Press Secretary Shafiqul Alam said this while briefing on contemporary issues at the Foreign Service Academy this evening. Chief Advisor's Deputy Press Secretaries Apurbo Jahangir and Azad Majumdar were present on the occasion. The Press Secretary said the government is monitoring the market to keep the prices of essential commodities within the purchase capacity of the common people. Responding to a question of journalists, Shafiqul Alam said an international conference will be held organized next year to solve the Rohingya problem. Information and Broadcasting set an example before the world through trial of the July genocide. He made the remarks when a visiting delegation of Turkey-based International Jurist Union called on him at his Secretariat office. Mentioning that the genocide carried out by the fascist Awami League government in the July mass upsurge is unimaginable, the information advisor said every people of Bangladesh wants the genocide to be tried. He said the interim government was committed to prosecuting the genocide through transparency and impartiality. Bangladesh wants to set an example through holding trial of this genocide before the world. A video made on the July uprising called July Onirban was screened before the Jurist Union delegation. Justice will be ensured in the society through trial of July-August mass uprising. Information and Broadcasting Advisor Mohammad Nahid Islam said this at a rally in the capital today. Maya Dag organized the program at Sohrawardi Udyan on the occasion of International Human Rights Day. The advisor informed that the government is engaged in ensuring trial of abduction, killing and torture during the tenure of the fascist Awami League government. The advisor said that action would be taken against those involved in trade on the cases of the injured and martyred during the July-August student people movement.
সকলের কাছে আহ্বান থাকবে যে আওয়ামী লীগের বিদায় হয়ে গিয়েছে, এখন প্রশ্ন বিচারের মধ্য দিয়ে আমরা সমাজে ন্যায় বিচার কঠোর হবে। কোন দলের কর্মী যাতে এই ধরনের অপকর্মের সাথে জড়িত হতে না পারে। যারা মামলা বাণিজ্য করছে, যারা চাঁদাবাজি করছে, যারা আওয়ামী লীগকে পুনর্বাসনের চেষ্টা করছে, তাদের বিরুদ্ধেও কিন্তু ছাত্র জনতা ঐক্যবদ্ধ আছে।
BNP Standing Committee member Dr. Abdul Moin Khan, Secretary General of Bangladesh Jamaat-e-Islami Mia Gholam Parwar, Senior Human Rights Advisor of the Office of UN Resident Coordinator in Bangladesh Huma Khan and founder of Maya Dag Hazira Khatun were present on the occasion. Leaders of various political parties also attended the program. The Appellate Division has stayed the High Court verdict that declared Joy Bangla as the national slogan. The Appellate Division, led by Chief Justice Syed Rifat Ahmed, passed the order today. Earlier, the state filed the petition seeking a stay on the High Court verdict that declared Joy Bangla as the national slogan. In 2017, Supreme Court lawyer Dr. Bashir Ahmed filed a writ with the High Court seeking Joy Bangla as the national slogan. On March 10 in 2020, a High Court bench of Justice F.R.M. Nazmul Ahsan and Justice K.M. Kamrul Kader gave the verdict declaring Joy Bangla as the national slogan. Later, on February 20 in 2022, the cabinet of Sheikh Hasina decided to recognize it as the national slogan. The main data collection of the country's fourth economic census has begun from today. Statistics and Informatics Division Secretary Mohammad Mahbub Hussain inaugurated the rally at data collection work from Bangladesh Bureau of Statistics (BBS) premises at Agargaon in the morning. BBS Director General Mohammad Mizanur Rahman, Economic Census Project Director SM Shakil Akhtar, officials and employees of the organization, students of different educational institutions, and people of different classes and professions participated in the rally. The 15-day economic census data collection will continue till December 26. About 95,000 data collectors across the country will collect data in this year's census. The Bangladesh Bureau of Statistics conducts such a census every 10 years to know the economic condition of the country. This year's census will collect information about the number of new foreign workers working in the country, in which organization they are working, and in which position. Besides, the number of female and male employees will also be highlighted separately. Finance advisor Dr. Saliuddin Ahmed called upon all to pay taxes. At the same time, he stressed the need for upgrading quality of services of the government organizations. The advisor was addressing a function as chief guest, marking the VAT Day and VAT Week 2024 in Dhaka today. National Board of Revenue organized the function. He also said that many social services remain out of reach due to tax dodging. National Board of Revenue Chairman Abdur Rahman Khan presided over the function. Finance Division Secretary Dr. Muhammad Khairuzaman Mojumdar, FBCCI Administrator Muhammad Hafizur Rahman Mushtaq also spoke. The finance advisor called upon the tax officials to be more cordial. After over 50 years, the interim government has begun an efficient survey to ascertain the total number of rivers in the country. A list of 1,156 rivers was published at a seminar in this regard. The seminar was arranged at the Pani Bhavan in the capital today. Speaking at the seminar, Water Resources Advisor Sayyida Rizwana Hassan and Shipping Advisor Retired Brigadier General Dr. M. Shakhawat Hussain assured to publish a full list of the rivers. Speakers at the seminar said that although different numbers of rivers have been published at different times, they are full of mistakes and there is no correct information about rivers. They also welcomed the initiative of making a correct and rational list after a long time. Environment, Forest and Climate Change Advisor Sayyida Rizwana Hassan said the rivers are immortal. The rivers can be saved in various ways. Brigadier General Dr. M. Shakhawat Hussain said that this survey of rivers will always be useful in administrative and research purposes. Land advisor A.F. Hassan Arif has urged the land officials to take effective steps for quick disposal of about 4.5 lakh mutation cases across the country. He made the call at a review meeting on 5 software of the second phase of land service at Bhumi Bhavan in the capital today. Senior Secretary of the Ministry of Land A.S.M. Saleh Ahmed presided over the meeting. BNP Acting Chairman Tariq Rahman has said BNP will try its best to implement its 31 points if the party gets chance to form government. He said this today while speaking virtually at Kumilla Divisional Training Workshop titled 31 Points of Overhauling State Structure and People's Involvement. Khaleda Zia was tortured only for talking in favor of Bangladesh and its people, Tariq Rahman added.
সর্বোচ্চ চেষ্টা করব দেশনেত্রী খালেদা জিয়া যাকে এক বাক্যে আপনারা প্রত্যেকটি মানুষ এখানে চেনেন ওনাকে ষড়যন্ত্রকারীরা শুধুমাত্র দেশের পক্ষে থাকার জন্য, দেশের মানুষের পক্ষে থাকার জন্য কিভাবে নির্যাতিত হতে হয়েছে ওনাকে, সেই বিস্তারিত কাহিনীতে আমি গেলাম না। বাংলাদেশের বহু পরিবার, বিএনপির বহু পরিবারের কাহিনী কিন্তু এই রকম। আমাদের পরিকল্পনা আছে যে এই ধরনের বিভিন্ন ফসল যেখানে হচ্ছে, যেখানে কৃষক সাথে সাথেই সেটাকে বাজারজাত করতে পারছে না, তারা যাতে প্রিজার্ভ করতে পারে, বিভিন্ন জায়গায় এরকম ছোট ছোট কোল্ড স্টোরেজ স্থাপন করা। যেহেতু বাংলাদেশের ছোট দেশ বাট অনেক জনসংখ্যা, ওভারঅল ভাবে যদি আমাদেরকে যানজটটা কমাতে হয়, একটা অন্যতম খুব সম্ভব উপায় আছে, সেটা হচ্ছে পাবলিক ট্রান্সপোর্টটাকে বেটার করা।
Leaders of local BNP and its front organizations attended the program in Kumilla. Now, international news. Mohammed al-Bashir has been officially appointed caretaker Prime Minister of the transitional Syria government until March 1, 2025. He confirmed his appointment as Prime Minister in a televised statement today. Earlier toppled President Bashar al-Assad's Prime Minister al-Jalali agreed to hand power to the opposition-led Salvation government headed by al-Bashir. The lightning overthrow of President Bashar al-Assad left Syrians, countries in the region and world powers nervous about what comes next as the rebel alliance took its first steps towards a government in transition. The United Nations Security Council met behind closed doors late on Monday, and diplomats said they were still in shock at how quickly Assad's overthrow unfolded over 12 days after a 13-year civil war that was locked in stalemate for years. Russia is closely monitoring the situation of Syria. Moscow's attention will appear after a few days. Russia played a major role in supporting Assad's government and helping it fight the rebels. The Syrian leader fled Damascus for Moscow on Sunday, ending more than 50 years of brutal rule by his family. Another report from Syrian capital said the rebel got support from Assad's once loyal community. Meanwhile, Israeli forces have carried out large-scale attacks across Syria, targeting 3 airports and other strategic military infrastructure, including the capital, Damascus. Dozens of Palestinians, including women and children, have been killed in Israeli attacks in Gaza. Health authorities say as a power outage threatens the lives of more than 100 patients at a hospital in the besieged territories north. Gaza's health ministry said on Monday that 50 people were killed the previous day and 84 others were injured as Israeli forces committed 3 massacres in the territory. An Israeli drone attack in the Jabalia refugee camp in northern Gaza on Monday morning killed 3 people, sources told the newsman. Jabalia has been under Israeli siege for 65 days, with thousands of Palestinians being denied access to food and water supplies, leaving many starving. Japan's atomic bomb survivors group Nihon Hidankyo accepted its Nobel Peace Prize today, urging countries to abolish the weapons resurging as a threat 80 years after the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombings. One of the 3 co-chairs of Nihon Hidankyo who accepted the prize, 92-year-old Nagasaki survivor Terumi Tanaka, demanded action from governments to achieve a nuclear-free world. The prize was presented at a formal ceremony in Oslo's City Hall at a time when countries like Russia, which has the world's largest nuclear arsenal, increasingly brandish the atomic threat. Nihon Hidankyo works tirelessly to rid the planet of the weapons of mass destruction, relying on testimonies from survivors of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, known as hibakusha. Much of Earth's lands are drying out, damaging the ability of plant and animal life to survive, according to a United Nations report released on Monday at talks where countries are working to address the problem. The report was released at the UN Summit on Combating Desertification in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The report said once fertile lands are turning into deserts because of hotter temperatures from human-caused climate change, lack of water, and deforestation. It found that more than 3/4 of the world's land experienced drier conditions from 1970 to 2020 than the previous 30-year period. Earth drying comes with devastating effects as global warming trends continue. Nearly 5 billion people, including in most of Europe, parts of the western US, Brazil, Eastern Asia, South Asia, and Central Africa, will be affected by the drying by the end of the century, up from 1/4 of the world's population today, the report warned. Today is World Human Rights Day. On this day in 1948, the United Nations General Assembly adopted the Universal Declaration on Human Rights aimed at the protection and promotion of human rights. This year's theme is Our Rights, Our Future Now. In observance of the day, various human rights organizations organized human chain, discussion and rally in front of the National Press Club in the capital. The organizations demanded the government to ensure freedom, justice, right to expression, equality in education and healthcare, safe living and right to social security. Youth for Human Rights International Foundation organized a press conference titled Human Rights Violations, Current Crisis and Our Role in Solution at the National Press Club in the capital on the occasion of International Human Rights Day. It urged the government to highlight human rights issues in the curriculum of all educational institutions and through education, training, seminars on human rights of the students. BNP has recommended the dissolution of the Rapid Action Battalion RAB to the Police Reform Commission. In addition, the party has recommended the formation of a police commission to improve the force's safety, acceptability of behavior and friendliness. BNP Standing Committee member and head of the party's Police Reform Committee, retired Major Hafizuddin Ahmed, said this today at a press conference at the BNP chairperson's Gulshan office. He said reforming this crucial state organ is now the demand of the time. A new social and cultural organization titled Shobar Age Bangladesh has been launched to promote and develop the native culture. An open concert in city's Manik Mia Avenue will be organized on December 16. The organization arranged a press briefing at Uday Tower in the capital this morning. BNP Joint Secretary General Shohiduddin Chaudhry Oni is serving as the convener of the organization. Noted singers including Monir Khan and Baby Nazneen will perform in the concert in the afternoon on December 16. Various Baul teams including local bands will also take part in the concert. BNP Standing Committee member Gaishar Chandra Roy said no external influence will be allowed in the internal affairs of Bangladesh. He said the relationship between India and Bangladesh will be based on equal respect, which will be beneficial for both the nations. Gaishar Chandra Roy made the comments to journalists after paying homage at the grave of late President and BNP founder Zia Rahman at Shere-Bangla Nagar in the capital this morning. The BNP leader said Bangladesh seeks friendship with all. The friendship between Bangladesh and India should be based on relations between the two countries, not on individuals or political parties, he added. Now some weather updates. Met Office in its weather forecast till 6 p.m. tomorrow said weather may remain dry with temporary partly cloudy sky over the country. Besides, moderate to thick fog may occur at places over northern and northeastern parts of the country, and light to moderate fog may occur at places elsewhere over the country during late night till morning. Night and day temperature may fall slightly over the country, the Met Office said. The news on sports. Bangladesh are now batting against West Indies in the second ODI of three-match series in St. Kitts. The Tigers scored 161 runs for 7 wickets in 36 overs when report last came in. Earlier, West Indies won the toss and sent Bangladesh to bat first. Bangladesh are trailing the series by 1-0. Bangladesh Cricket Board (BCB) has announced the 15 members series. The other members of the squad are Shomo Sarkar, Tanzid Hassan Tamim, Parvez Hossain Imam, Afif Hussain, Mehdi Hassan Miraj, Jakir Ali Onik, Shamim Hussain Patwari, Sheikh Mahdi Hassan, Rishad Hussain, Nasum Ahmed, Taskin Ahmed, Tanzim Hassan Shakib, Hassan Mahmoud and Ribon Mondol. The three will be held on 16, 18 and 20 December. To end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus urges women to step forward in fulfilling dreams of building a new Bangladesh as he addresses a women rally titled Daughters of July, We Will Not Let You Disappear. Bangladesh wants to set an example before the world by holding trial of July massacre, says Information and Broadcasting Advisor. An international conference to be held next year to address the Rohingya issue, says Press Secretary Shofiqul Alam. Appellate Division stays the High Court's ruling that declared Joy Bangla as national slogan of Bangladesh. Government launches river survey after 53 years, with the draft list putting the present number of rivers at 1,156. Israeli forces carry out large-scale attacks across Syria. Mohammed al-Bashir officially appointed caretaker Prime Minister of the transitional Syrian government. And Bangladesh now batting against West Indies in the second ODI of three-match series in St. Kitts. That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us. We invite you to watch our 11:30 Bangla News. Until then,